Hey guys, what's up? I'm Greg East Q. Together, we're Mr. Happy 0121, and today we're doing not a food review, but more of a social commentary. We've done them in the past. We're doing one today. Today we're here to talk about CSGO and the controversy that has suddenly arisen from the fact that there are YouTubers that lack integrity. This seems to be a huge shock to people. People that have watched our channel know that literally once a week for the last 3 years we have told you guys that what is happening with these two YouTubers right now, looking at Pro Syndicate and T Martin.
Two big YouTubers.
Two huge YouTubers.
Very big.
What they did is they owned the equivalent of a gambling website, and for the minute details, for those of you that don't know, and a lot of times people that watch our videos just don't keep up with all this stuff. But there is a reason it's important. So I'm going to link Boogie2988's video and then H3H3's video, which explain the minute details of this way better than we're going to. Plus a couple articles just for reference. It's really interesting, but basically they owned a website that they were promoting on their YouTube channel that is a gambling website. Now, we're just going to leave it at that. It isn't a direct money website, but it resulted in possibly millions of dollars being made. And again, for the minute details of that, we'll hook you up with some information. The real problem with this was they were showing themselves winning thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars at different times, never disclosing that they owned the gambling website, which is straight up dishonest.
Extremely dishonest.
Now, you on the outside of this, when I was just giving you general details, you didn't think it was that big of a deal.
Yeah, but once I started investigating further, I'm more on your side now, I believe.
It's one of those things, if you just hear about it, that they were saying go to this website and then didn't say they owned it, it doesn't sound as bad until you really research what they were doing, how they were manipulating people, and the fact that the people that were losing money on this were as young as 13 years old.
Oh yeah, they were kids.
That's a real problem. Now, and that's where we're going with this, and this is kind of what we wanted to talk about in this. My biggest fear for years now with YouTube has been sooner or later this type of sketchy shit is going to result in the government stepping in and taking over what we can and can't produce, or making us jump through hoops to get videos out. A lot of the things that people do as far as promoting different products, and we have talked until we're blue in the face, especially the two worst are makeup and food reviewers. Like people that do makeup tutorials and food reviewers are the worst. It's shady dealings on promoting stuff and not telling you guys, which is illegal.
It is.
We've done it. We've told you the names of these people, so we're not going to just rehash it. But I'll put a couple links in videos where we name names. Basically, when we review food, we are supposed to give you an honest, unbiased opinion, and that's it. Now, when it's sketchy is if somebody pays us to review their food or pays us to give our opinion. We don't disclose to you that we've been paid.
Which that is illegal, isn't it? You can get fined.
It's supposed to be illegal. There are several big YouTube food reviewers that this is a common occurrence, where they get gifts, or they get flown to shows, or they get different things. We've said this forever. There is such a thing to muddy these waters even more, kind of. When you're done with this video, Google the word YouTube influencer and watch your head explode. How that is not illegal, it's immoral to me, is I don't understand. People like Tyler Oakley, and I've said it before, he said it. It's nothing you don't know. If he's in a video drinking a Pepsi and he tells you how great it is, he's getting paid. He's an influencer. He wears certain things, he says certain things, he goes certain places, purely based on the idea that he's influencing you to do it. I think that's shady.
Yeah, that's pretty shady.
When you're giving your opinion to millions of people and not disclosing to them
that you're getting paid.
That you're getting paid and your opinion is fake.
It is fake, yeah.
Like, on TV, there are strict regulations for how you advertise things. Right now, YouTube is wide open. And my fear is that if YouTube doesn't get a hold of it, we're all going to pay for it later. Just a quick for instance. Here's 2 for instances on that, and then we're going to give you our idea to fix this. And then we'll bail on out and let you guys go watch some better educated versions of the views we're presenting here. There are entire websites, and I've joined like 3 of them because I have a good laugh. We're a small, in the ecosystem of YouTube, we're like between 45 and 50,000 subscribers. That, in the reality of the world, is small fish. on a daily basis, we get 2 to 3 offers to promote things. I was just telling you the other day, we had an offer to promote cookware, like $300 worth of cookware they were going to give to us if we said it was great. We just don't do it. It's always tempting. You always want to do these things, but we just don't do it. We never want to put ourselves in that position. Occasionally, once every 6 months, we'll take an item for free, only on the provision in the correspondence we have with the person that we can say whatever we want. That's always the main thing. So if you ever see us say that we got this in the mail, and I'm looking right now at a Degusta box. It's like a loot crate with food from all over the world. We've been trying to think of a way, because we want to do it. It looks fun, but they gave us a code for a discount that we can link to an account to make money, $6 a box. We're not going to do it. I'm not going to do that. I'll put the code out there. I'm not setting up the account. We've never been reimbursed for any opinion we have. So I don't ever want it to come back that we said something was good because,
just to get money.
Just to get money. And so many times you'll see people say something is good, and then when you try it, it's really bad, and you're like, this is pretty sketchy. And then you look at the size of the YouTube channel, and maybe if they were flown somewhere and put up in the room to get to review this item first, the wheels start to go. Kind of back to what I was saying about the YouTube influencers. There's websites where if you have so many subscribers, you can go and they call it a bounty. You put a bounty on a product where you get in touch with an advertiser and say, Crystal Pepsi. This is just just pulling something out of the sky. I go and contact Pepsi and say, we will drink Pepsi in a video and say it's amazing. And they'll just put $650 in our account.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh. You don't know that because that's nothing we're ever going to do. But
yeah.
I can almost, from keeping up with these sites, I can sometimes in some videos I'll say, next week you're going to see a bunch of this type of review because I know what people are out there getting paid to do.
See, it makes sense now.
That's why I'm so bitter towards certain reviewers, because I know what they're doing. It's always just been the way. I don't think it's honest. I think it's wrong.
Yeah, it's extremely dishonest.
The entirety of YouTube, in many cases, lacks just any kind of integrity. And going back to Boogie's video, what he said was he oftentimes will get hate if he loves something, because people now, it's one of two camps. There's people that believe too much, and then there's people that believe nothing. Because that's how you have to be. Either if you believe you're just a sucker normally, then not to be a sucker, you can't believe anything anyone says. So anything positive somebody says must be a payoff. And it's really frustrating to me that, like, we can be judged on those merits even though we've done nothing to deserve it. How this all ties back into the CSGO thing, which is what the video was titled to get you here, is as much as these guys suck and as much as they're like, their integrity is shot, they're not the only ones. A lot of people out there decrying this have done things worse or similar, probably not worse. This, to me, is about as bad as you can get of an integrity issue. YouTube as a whole needs to police itself, or someone else is going to. Here's what I call for, and you and I kind of talked about how could they stop this. I think, myself, you don't punish people retroactively. If there was nothing on the books at YouTube saying that T. Martin or Pro Syndicate had to go for doing this, then they don't go now. You don't create something and punish someone. But YouTube needs to step in and say something like, as of November 1st or December 1st, and set a date and set it in stone. Say, anywhere you work, anywhere in the real world that people have a job, there is like a list of things called integrity issues. It's basically, in a long way of saying, an integrity issue means you're stealing in some form. Well, in this case, they need to have some kind of an integrity clause on YouTube, where if you are not representing yourself properly, YouTube's real good about making things too vague. They need to make some concrete rules, not like they do with the fair usage. If you're going to ban somebody for life, you should have it concrete.
Oh, yeah.
But if, for instance, owning a website or owning a business and then promoting it on YouTube without disclosing it, my personal opinion, after, say, November 1st, you either get, that's it, you're just gone. If they can prove it, not only are you gone from owning a YouTube page, but from appearing on YouTube. Even if it's on someone else's own channel, that video gets booted. I mean, just a no tolerance policy. Or a one strike where they take your thumbnails and everything that you can do for 90 days, and then they let you come back, and then if it happens again in any way, shape, or form, even if it's something as small as not disclosing that you're promoting a product, you're booted forever. I think go ahead.
I think I like the latter better.
The second one?
Yeah.
You give them at least one chance.
Give them at least one chance.
And a lot of YouTubers will tell you having all your rights taken away. You can't download over 15 minutes. You can't have a thumbnail.
Yeah, that's pretty harsh.
That's harsh for 90 days on one strike, and then a strike 2, you're just gone.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Give them a 30-day to appeal. Like, say, you've got 30 days. We're going to revisit. You don't even have to shut the channel down. See, I'm not one of those people that just want to cut things off. But they have 30 days to get back to YouTube and prove to them that the information was false. Because when YouTube does act, they act rashly a lot of times, and then YouTube's hard to get a hold of if you have a dispute of some sort.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Like copyright strikes, things like that, fair usage. I'm really super happy that you and I never play clips on here because people are just getting pimp slapped repeatedly over that. So, yeah, they are no fun to get in contact with. So even, like, make it where you have a 30-day period where your channel stays up. You can prove your case, but at that point, if you don't, you're gone. I think we've blathered on enough about this. I think our main points were YouTube lacks integrity. YouTube needs to fix it. If they don't, the government will probably step in and fix it like they have done for regulating TV and every other form of media. And we don't want that. I don't want that. I'm sure I know you don't want that.
No,
Nobody wants that. So YouTube has to figure this out and fix it. And they've got to have some severe penalties to make this right, make people fear this. Because if it's just like
slap on the wrist, it's not really going to stop people or discourage people from breaking the law. Or breaking
not in the least. Yeah, just people will see how far they can push it. If you're going to lose everything or lose your channel, that's going to take away from pushing the rules.
Totally.
All right, guys, that's all we got. Let us know in the comments below if you agree with us at all. Let us know what you would do for a punishment. How many strikes, any strikes, or are we completely wrong? Should people just be able to say whatever the hell they want? I'm going to try to find a couple videos in the past. We know in the past we did like a pretty long video about YouTube influencers long before this integrity issue ever came up. I'll put it up here as well as a couple others. In the description below, I'll put the Boogie and the H3H video as well as a couple articles. It's really something you should educate yourself about because sadly, you can't trust most people you see on YouTube. Me and this guy, you can trust us. We're too poor to be liars.
For real.
Never trust a rich man. That sounded bitter.
That did sound bitter.
That's okay, I'm bitter. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can find us on all social media. I promise we'll shut up with social causes and go back to eating food on the next video. Until next time.
Stay vigilant.